Well, you talked about turning the page quickly and having more meaningful games ahead. Have you seen the team embrace that, at least so far today, I guess?
Well, we're going to find out tonight. But yes, even the moment that game ended the other night, I myself, you can be frustrated, aggravated with certain things. Certainly aggravated with certain things in that game. But the driving force is we have to get ready for that next game. We can't dwell one bit, and so you turn to it immediately. And this is a team that's playing very high tempo hockey, very loose, and they're dangerous as a result. And they're dangerous because they have good hockey players. So it's imperative we shifted our attention really quick to this because it's obviously a game that we need, and a game that you're going to have to go through a pretty darn good opponent to get.
Don, obviously, Tage being a game-time decision. We saw he wasn't Tage the other night. It's kind of a little bit like when Tuck came back. But was there any re-injury, or is he just still dealing with it in your mind?
He's still dealing with it, yeah. And it's he didn't feel it would. He went through the skate the day before and felt really good. Then, within the physicality of the game and the battles, he had a flare-up of it, and so where he's at this morning. I think if as it being a game time, I think if we had to make the decision now, it would be we need to see. He had yesterday off. We need to see how he resolves. How the treatment goes this evening and see where he's at. But yeah, he was battling through it.
Greg Anderson back. I mean, that's probably good for you to see, just to have him back out there just for the rest of the guys.
It is. He's been very good to all our goalies and our team, and certainly beneficial. I've walked past Devon sitting and almost picking his brain and asking him question after question. And I'll walk in and see him, and I'll walk out, and 20 minutes later I'll walk in and he's still asking questions. So he's very good to have around for that, and obviously he's done well otherwise on the ice for us as well this year.
What's it like having to juggle four goalies? I know today was the first time really having to do it, but having four guys on the ice, how do you break that up?
Yeah, I mean that's the first time we've had four on the ice in a session. It wasn't a practice. So today, that was easy today because the guys that aren't playing are going to get some extra work after and kind of stand aside. As far as lineup rotation, I don't even consider we have four goalies right now. It's just everybody's got to stay ready, and it's. We make our decision as coaches of who's going in that next game, and it's too late to be concerned with that at this point. So there's not a lot of not a lot of thought. It's what you have, and you deal with it. But the priority of having the guy that's going to play ready to go and give him that opportunity is foremost.
What's it been like watching Devon here? I mean, the other night, one goal hits him in the back off the post. He really hasn't been beaten with a clean goal yet in either game.
Oh, Mike. Yeah, that's impressive. He has a great feel for the game, for shooters, and he studies it. It's all the things that we've said about him. You're seeing it in action. You're seeing why we've said it about him and you're seeing the fact that when you do that, well before you come to the NHL, you develop faster than other players, and you develop more by the time you get to the NHL. It's a lot to me like Owen Power. He came into the league last year and he looked like a veteran from day one. He had a 2-on-1 against him in Toronto, in his hometown, against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it was elite players, and he just read it like a book and picked it off, and it made it look easy. And it's the type of player that learns fast, and we always used to say with the kids at the national team, it's the players that learn fast and the players that can coach themselves that are going to become the elite NHL players. And Devon has those attributes. He's got ways to go, obviously, like every young guy, but that's a really nice attribute to have and a key component that I think. When I think of some of our young guys, Jack Quinn's another one. They just internalize things very, very well and learn very fast.
What is it that Casey does between Jeff and Alex that's different from Tage, and what do you like most about that change of pace?
Casey, I've always said when I think of Casey, first thing you think about is ultra competitive, and he is. He is playmaker first. Obviously, you know, Tomer's shot is amazing, so they're different styles of players. And, you know, Casey does an incredible job of buying time and space and drawing defenders away to open up line mates or open up other options. And, you know, that is something that those guys have developed a little chemistry, and Tucker and Skinny know how to take advantage of the time and space that Mittelstadt's creating for them, and so that's been good. And Tomer actually is pretty good at that himself, where you've seen those three be very creative together. So it actually is just a great option to have. And I've talked about it since day one. You guys know that we don't want to just anoint those three players as our first line. I thought we had more skill than that, and we're starting to see that, obviously, with Casey sliding in there.
Is there ever like a moment where you have to maybe like nudge him to maybe shoot a little more when he's got those opportunities? I know it's probably a thing for everybody, but
yeah, if you asked him, Joe, he would tell you exactly that. He is trying to shoot more, and he's fighting himself in that. But he does have a knack to score goals and knack to where to beat the goaltender. But he is a pass-first thinker, as is Peyton Krebs, and we're trying to do the same with Peyton. You know, get these guys to understand that they can score too.